think you a diamond, but you really cubic zirconium. Like we can go on for days. We can go on for days, but literally, the only thing that really matters is not the things that you try to perceive to be. The only thing that really matters is the things that you actually are. So those are the only things that's going to show, because you out here thinking that you're just going to have that same mentality everywhere you go, and you looking at the environment like, okay, yeah, the environment don't accept me for being this, so let me go to a different environment. But then you get to another environment because you wasted all that time and energy trying to get to a new environment, and you ain't changed yourself. What do you think is going to happen? You're going to fail there too for the same exact reason, because you never looked introspectively. You never looked in the mirror. You never your only affirmation is I'm the shit.
What are you doing today that makes you better than the person you were yesterday? That is part of the Ascension brand. That is the motto, the heart of what we stand for. When I pass away, I want people to know. I want people to remember me, not for the time that I spent on this planet, but for the things that I have done to contribute to society. My mama raised a loser, but I broke the chains. I wasn't made to be a player. I was made to be a player.
And it's me, your boy Morton. Always here with me is D. Aaron Matt, and we're back on Discord.
Back on Discord, and we're about an hour late, but that's my fault. I don't think I want to talk about how Mark was hitting me up like I was an old man, talking about if you still need your rest, we can reschedule. But I'm gonna let that one slide.
Hey, you never know. You never know. Some people
Let that one slide, man.
No, because I was just listening to something like literally just not too long ago about the sharp axe method or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude was talking about how to deal with like being like overwhelmed, and I was like, maybe this gonna be a good listen. So I clicked on it, started listening to it, and I kind of resonated with it. Like sometimes you dive into like a project or something special in your life, and
Yeah.
you get like just bombarded with everything, stuff from
Yeah.
family, stuff from your personal life, your job, and then like you get to this form of burnout, and you're just like, all right, like what do I do next? And it's like how we talked about before, those like little small wins that kind of help you get through that. Like you take a step back, look at your environment, if it's something you can control, clean it up. And then a big part of that was like, just speak up, like just tell people or ask for help, or just like, be like, hey, I'm getting burned out. Like, can someone help me with this load? Or like, can we change something up here? Can I do this a little later? So
You wanna take one of these books off my hand? All
hey,
right.
if need be.
Nah, that's all good. Nah, I think for me, yeah, that's good information right there. I think people need to hear that. That burnout, when it does happen, it is real. However, it's just a matter of maintaining that balance, man. Because if you don't maintain that balance, that's when that burnout happen. However, this situation wasn't about burnout. It was about not taking my ass to bed when I was supposed to. That's what the hell happened there. That's what happened there. Started feeling myself because we ain't been at work as long as we should have been this week, or as long as we were supposed to be. And I kind of last night I was like, all right, cool. I might as well stay up a little later. 10:30 is late, by the way. Real late. Actually, I don't think my alarm was on this morning. I think it might have turned itself off. So that was also another issue there. But usually I don't. Yep, it was my alarm was off. Goddamn. But anyway,
It happens.
yeah, that's what that issue was.
I mean, it happens. He kind of sound like Bishop. Bishop say he tried to get to bed about like 9, 8. I'm like, Jesus, what
Yeah, bro.
what?
When you get up in age, man, it's a little different feels, man. Some different feels.
Nah, man, you as young as you feel. The only way to counteract that, don't go to sleep.
Oh
Can't
nah, hell
can't
nah.
you
I
can't get up
so
late if you don't go to sleep.
I feel that, but you know when I last time I tried that, bro, and like I can do it if it like on emergency
Mm-hmm.
on emergency occasions, like you know when you just really don't have enough time to do so, like you might
Fact.
slip in like a little 30-minute joint here or there. But the last time I did that, bro, like I think that's why why I get migraines now, man, because
Mm,
I used to do that a lot, man. Like, you know, um, had something going on, especially like when I used to travel, back when I traveled a little bit more to do like
mm,
network marketing and stuff, man. Like I used to do that a lot,
yeah.
but yeah, bro, like my body can't handle it now, bro. Like it's like, oh yeah, you know. All right, cause I used to say that like, yo, you only as young as you feel. Like I still feel young, but you know, I just can't do young people shit no more.
Big facts. I feel that. I feel that. Uh,
Like I can't go to bed like off the fruit punch boy no more. I gotta have water. Like
come on.
you as young as you feel, but you just can't do young people shit no more.
Big facts. And you know, I think that's where a lot of people kind of uh take the wrong turn. You know,
Yeah,
they want to continue feeling young or acting young or like
acting
doing
young, acting
it,
young. That's what it
acting
is.
young.
Cause you, like I said, you as young as you feel, but you just
Mhm.
can't do young people shit no more. That's just not, it's not a thing. But yeah, you're right.
And it's like, you know, eh, you get older, you know, your body changes, you know, things around you change, doors open for you that, you know, were closed when you were younger or whatnot. And it's
Yeah.
just like, how do you why don't you adapt to those changes? Like some people they stay that young person. They still make those uh young person purchases and you know all this other stuff. And you know this ain't really a jab to you know video games, but there is a you know a time and place for things. You know, it's
Yeah,
one thing
yeah.
from having a hobby and then you know just dedicating your life to these very expensive young person purchases.
Bro,
You know.
like I'm saying though, like I visited my mom yesterday, bro. We was driving through the hood and I saw an old cat with wrinkles and gray hair, bro, and a dad bod rocking the basketball jersey with his pants sagging down to his
Oh
knees,
god.
bro. Like I was like, how is this even real right now?
Yeah.
It ain't like it was hot outside yesterday. Like he was rocking the no, like you know how dudes usually put the t-shirt under the basketball jersey, bro. My
hmm
man was just like bare armpits out, just like shoulders just out. Like the joint was like barely covering his like, bro. It was disgusting looking, bro. I was like, how is this even real right now? But yeah, stuff like that, folks.
uh, with that, I feel like it's like they stuck in that time period of uh they feel
Stuck in the
invincible.
'80s. You
Say
stuck in
who
the '80s, bro.
who
They said the '80s was a good decade, bro. They still can't let it go.
big facts.
Some people it's the '70s though.
At any time period where they felt like they had you know all the control, they were on top of the world. Nobody could tell them nothing. They just want to continue to be in that era. But it's like you could be so much more successful if you adapt to the changes and like you know rearrange your life to at least you know suit what's
Yeah,
going on around you.
yeah. But we have a cautionary tale at our job who, for
Ooh,
whatever reason, he can't adjust to the changes, and he's stuck in his ways, and is about to cost him a lot of he about to burn a lot of bridges because of that.
Mm,
Crazy,
mm.
crazy.
Prime example of like why you should adapt, because it's even a study on it. Like for some reason, people stuck in their ways, they have a hard time adapting with jobs, life in general, uh, just finances. They try to continue to spend money on the same things they've been spending on, and it hurts them in the long
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, I don't have no more on that topic.
run.
Um, the boss of false this morning was me waking up late and
Okay.
leaving my boy hanging. But it's a false move. Set your alarm, everybody. But
Scheduling.
we're
Scheduling
gonna
is important.
we're gonna move on.
Word, word.
Um, so if you ain't, I don't know if you had a topic today or not. I brought something to the table just in case.
Okay.
Um, you had something?
I did not.
Okay. So look, the other day, right?
Mm,
I think this happened. I want to say Monday. Yeah, Monday. Um, I'm at work, and it can get kind of sketchy sometimes.
sketchy how?
The work could start picking up in a random way,
Mm,
but it's all about staying on top of it, keeping the right people in the right places or whatnot.
right.
We didn't have you there, so there was a lack of of one person to have in the right spot, one less person to fofu the things that was going on. Um, the one day we actually counted on you to be there, you weren't
Come on.
there. That's crazy. It's crazy. The one day that we weren't already like, all right, we sending him away. It was insane. I was
Ah,
like, yep, I know this gonna be a bad day. But
burnout.
anyway,
That burnout.
I feel it. I feel it, bro. I feel it. Um, so we in the middle of war,
Mm,
and I'm talking war. You know what that means, right? We all hands on deck. Everybody get on your shit. And I got a few people who holding up the process. I got one kid who he comes in half a day, literally comes in for half a day, and anytime he there, he come in and he do this pretty boy act, and he can't stay out of the goddamn way. Like he just walking around talking to everybody, loud talking, acting like he the king of the area. But all he really do is just hold people up from actually getting the job done. And then I got another old head who for whatever reason can't stay where he's supposed to be. But when he get to where he's supposed to be, he think that the joint can't get done without him. So stuff started reversing. Like we had the joint clean, and then for whatever reason, people started acting a certain way, and then everything started to look different. Like it was shit everywhere. Like it looked like we were losing control. So instead of doing what I usually do and just jumping in and try to fix everything on the front end, I stood back and I was like, all right, if this is how it's gonna be, everybody getting moved around. So the people who I felt was problems, bruh, I moved them around. I was like, all right, cool. So I need these people over here. I need these people somewhere where it don't matter. And we talk about that thing about adding value. Um, y'all heard what I said, right? I had to move these people over here, and the people who I'm talking about, I had to move them somewhere where it really didn't matter.
mm.
But they think they need to get paid more, Mark. That's why I wanted to. That's what where I was going with that. But anyway, I moved those folks somewhere where like it didn't matter if I didn't watch them because there was really nothing going on there. They were literally like wasting the numbers. So I needed some people. I needed people somewhere where they were actually going to get something done. And that's not the issue that I want to talk about. what I want to talk about is what happened after the fact. Yeah, so what I want to talk about is not the fact that I moved them, but what I want to talk about is what happened after the fact because when I did move them, they got offended that I moved them.
What?
Yeah. Yeah. So I give you one guess as to why the dudes were offended. And I'm pretty sure you know.
Why were they offended?
So when I moved these guys,
Mm.
they asked the question, "Yo, what was that for?" Like almost like I disciplined them or something. Like, what was that for? I'm like, because I need the job done, and I got to put. And Kevin Gates said you got to put your people where they're good at.
Exactly.
So I took you out of the spot over there, and I put somebody else over there so I can get the job done. 'Cause if I wanted to look pretty, I'll keep you over there. If I wanted experience over there, I'd have kept you over there. But now today I don't need experience. I need hands on deck getting the job done. So I moved you. And yeah, they were pissed, bruh. Like the dudes went home on me, bruh. I was like, well, and here's the beauty of it, right? Because you think you need to get paid more because we're still talking about getting paid more for whatever reason. That was still a conversation last week. But you still think you need to get paid more, but you left and the work still got done.
Mm.
But nah, I want to talk about the fact that the dudes were offended, bro. Like dude literally looked at me and was like, "Man, I'm going to HR."
What?
Oh man. But yeah, bro. Dudes really out here like for whatever reason, and I don't know what it is. I don't know if they just don't got mirrors in their house
Mm.
or what. Like for whatever reason, like dudes just really be out here thinking that things just don't get done without them, bro. And they really do feel like they like they um like they invincible, dog. And it's
Mm.
crazy.
Mm. True. True. And it's like we got two guys that they was sent over to our department for reasons, and the doc has been running fine, before they even got there. So
Right.
how do they even get to the notion of I do all the work around here? That we've had guys in our department that did more work than they've ever done, but yet still did very little. Like we guy named Tay, I think his name was Tay or something. Very
Yeah.
laid back, very chill dude. Got his work done. Didn't complain about it.
Hmm.
Moved on.
Right.
He ain't take his breaks. Real early. He ain't uh didn't
Come back
talk back.
real late.
I mean, he might have had some ups and downs here and there, but he got the work done, and it's just like, how do y'all just come over here and just assert yourselves as top dog? Like y'all haven't even earned that. Like y'all haven't even tried to earn that. Like how do you?
You
It
know the
just
bad thing
baffles me.
about it?
What's up?
The bad thing about it is that one of the dudes that you talking about was part of the group that I moved to the spot to get the job done.
Come on, did they get the job done?
Yeah,
Oh, okay,
hell yeah.
they're stepping up. Maybe I don't know. Uh,
Nah, nah. They there was there it was only 50% of the crew there. That's
mm,
the other one left for the day. So he ain't had
Lord,
nobody to yeah, he ain't had nobody
distract them.
yeah. But yeah,
But it's
yeah,
like
man.
with a job, with relationships, with life. It's all about the value you bring to the table, not the value you perceive of yourself. Like you have to kind of prove that value. Now, I'm not saying, you know, step over people, stab people in the back, but like genuine value, like just kind heartedness, getting the job done, putting your all into it. That's how you bring value to anything. Like
Yeah.
just
You bring value to something like, yo, you had to understand what the group around you needs.
mm-hmm.
Like it's literally that. Like you get off your own planet long enough to understand that. All right, so they need this, and like seriously, like
Big facts.
folks like to feel like they know more about my job than I know about my job. So when I tell them to do something, it's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do this, and then they'll tell you like, yo, I'm like, yo, what were you doing? Like, oh yeah, I went over here because such and such, and I thought that I'm like, yo, they pay me to think. Like I don't need you to think. I need you to just go. Like for real. Like this it's how this equation go. Like they string me around, I string you around, we get the job done. That's it. That's what we here for. I got a lot more people to string around than my manager do, but that's what they pay me for. They don't pay you to think. They don't pay you to pull your own string and put yourself over here and drag and drop yourself into different scenarios. You had to understand that your value is not perceived by yourself. You can't come in and just be like, this is how much value I'm gonna give today, and just think that the world is supposed to bend to you. You think that the world is supposed to be like, okay, all right, he's doing this today. Let's go ahead and move this stuff out of his way. He feels like going over here to talk today, so let's go ahead and open up all of that opportunity for him to do that. The world ain't on that. The world is cold, bruh. So if you ain't doing what the world needs you to do, bruh, like whatever world that is. I don't care. It ain't even about work, bruh. Like I want. I'm tired of folks thinking that we just get on here to vent about work, bruh. This ain't about work, bruh. Like, you talking about some folks who think they deep because and one of the dudes, bro, I promise you, one of the dudes, he wants to be an actor. He wants to
Okay.
be an actor. So like, with that being said, I can't imagine him going into an acting career with that same not an actor. He said he wanted to be a director. So actually, as a director, it might work. Um, but for real, I can't imagine him climbing up the ranks by thinking that he's better than everybody and that he can get the job done with little to no effort without actually doing the job. Like I can't imagine a director or like him going into filming and with that mentality and actually succeeding with that same mentality, bro. Because at some point you're gonna have to let your work speak for you as a director. Like I
Mm-hmm.
can only imagine, like, okay, you standing behind the scenes, I'm the shit, I can do this, I can tell people to do all this and go, I can get to boss people around, but at some point as a director, you're gonna have to put value into what you do and not
Mm-hmm.
yourself.
He gonna still have to be a student. Like there's a lot of
At some point.
psychology in that into directing. Like you got to be able to make or direct people in a way to where their acting produces what's in your mind.
Right,
So,
right.
and then even with that, whatever you're making, whatever you're directing, it has to please or appeal to the eyes of millions, thousands. Like you can't just be out here all bland, half-assing it, just giving it the bare minimum. You're gonna have to lead. Like you're gonna have to be a leader first, and then also be a student as well to learn your actors, learn how they, you know,
Yeah, yeah. Let's pull it back off of the acting thing, bro. But like all jokes aside, bro, I'm
mm,
just me personally. I'm tired of seeing people who thinking they deeper than they actually are.
or
Like for real, you like I listened to Kevin Hart last night, bro,
mm,
and he was talking about the dolphin situation, about the racist dolphin. I don't know if you saw that clip or not, but he said he was in Maui swimming with the dolphins, and the instructor said that you just grab a dolphin's fin, they know what to do. They go across the pool, they pull you along with them or whatever. But he said whatever, like he grabbed the dolphin's fin and then went straight to the bottom, and he said, "Yo." He came up. He was mad. He was like, "Yo, y'all ain't noticed that I was gone for about 30 seconds, bro. I got a racist dolphin. He just tried to take me to the bottom. He tried to take me
Mm.
out. Ain't nobody even noticed that I was gone." And the instructor was like, "Mr. Hart, you can just stand up." He's like, I looked down and the pool was like 3 feet. So
Come on.
some of y'all standing up, you standing up knee high in water, and you just thinking that you got long legs. You just you just think
What?
you just got giraffe calves and you just like standing up in the water. You think the water deep, but it's only 3 feet. Like for real, you thinking that you a lot deeper than you actually are, and it's not working, bro. Like it's really not. Like I'm tired of people who put themselves in this mode of it doesn't get done without me. And I feel like for real, like this kind of ties into the last episode because you think you should be getting paid more. You think you should be getting more opportunities. You think that people should be catering to you because you believe that you have done or you perceive your own value as something higher than it actually is.
Mm.
I want to talk about I want to talk about how the hell we get here. Cause I want to know how. Like I'm trying to figure out, bro. Like yo, for real, I'm trying to figure out how a person get to a point where they just automatically just feel like, all right, I'm the shit. Like I woke up today, I'm better than you. I'm better than that guy over there. I'm better than my bosses. I'm better than all y'all. I'm just trying to figure out how a person get there. Like, do you just not see it? Do you just not think about the things that's going on around you? Do you just not understand that you are just a bead in a big bead field of life? Like, do you just like one piece of a puzzle? Like, how does that work? Like, bro, like I ain't never seen a one piece puzzle.
Oh,
I, I'm just being real. Like I've never seen a one piece puzzle. Like it don't even it's not even logical. It don't even make sense. You can't even call it a puzzle if it's just one piece. It's just a picture. But you don't understand for some reason that you're a part of a puzzle piece that has to fit into the grand scheme of life. And I don't care what it is that you do, but for some of y'all looking at y'all got the game twisted because you believe that your piece is more valuable and more significant and bigger than other pieces. But in reality, you walking on the wrong puzzle in general.
mm. Ah, I don't even know myself. That is, it's because it's. I don't know if it's a form of entitlement,
Yeah,
privilege.
yeah.
Uh, might be a collection of all the above, but it's just like,
It's definitely a sense of entitlement, but I'm just trying to figure out where it comes from, bro. There's a sense of entitlement, it's arrogance, and there's uh um yeah, yeah. I'm gonna just leave it at those two because I got a word that I can't think of at the moment, and I don't want to make myself feel dumb. But yeah, like is those things, bro. And I'm trying to figure out where it comes from. Like, yo, for real, like where does it stem from? Like, how did you get here? Like, what in your life brought you to a point where you just feel like you deserve everything when you don't have to do nothing. But then you just think that your presence alone, you're so full of yourself that you think that your presence alone is enough to get the job done. You don't have to do anything. Like I don't know where that comes from, bro. Like it just don't make sense to me. Like I don't understand how a person can logically see themselves in that light. Like it just don't really. It's not clicking in me, bruh. It's like the value conversation that I posted in the in the Facebook group for our job, bruh. Like
Mm,
everybody just kind of looked at the joint and they just kind of went over their head, bruh. Like it was too much information. It went over their head, bruh. It's like that to me, bruh. Like I'm looking at it and I just don't get it. Like it really don't make sense to me. Like and this ain't the first time we'd have dealt with some people like this. I came when I came to day shift. I had
mm,
two other two counterparts who both were in the same situation. They thought they were deeper than they actually were.
mm. True,
Once
true.
one so sick that she knew she wasn't deep, or maybe she was like the dude that I'm talking about, and 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 uh and she realized that she wasn't that deep, so that caused her to start trying to take people out and try to set people up for failure, and so she can look like she was deeper than she was.
Could be, could be. My thing is though, like if you think you all that and a bag of chips, right? Why are you still complaining?
There it is. That's the name of the episode.
All that in a bag of chips. Like we've had dudes, and it's like you're going through life. You think you're the best. You're God's gift to this earth, and you still complain about others not doing their job. The work is always on you. You getting singled out, but you the guy. You the man. So why aren't you stepping up to the plate when it's time for you to be the man or woman? Uh,
All right, you can change the topic. All right, yeah. Yeah. So you like to walk around in daddy's shoes.
mm,
You like the kid flopping around the house in daddy's shoes, but when daddy tell you to go outside to cut the grass, you like about that.
that you want no parts of that.
About that. Like, oh, hey, take out the trash then since you such a man. Hey, go out here, get a job since you such a man. Hey, watch your little brother since you such a man. All right, I got you. We gonna do man stuff today. So yeah, I really I wish I had an answer for. Like, I don't really know. Like, if anybody watching this episode trying to figure out how to cure that sickness, I ain't got an answer for you. Like, or how it starts. Like, of course I know how to fix it. But unfortunately, fixing it is going to bring us back to something that that we've talked about on numerous occasions, and here we are again. We're going to talk about it again. But but yeah, I'm gonna let you take it, Mark. Go ahead.
It just baffles me how like someone, or they could do all that, and over a course of years, decades, they still don't change. And
But you know why though, right?
I, I don't, because something should
Because
click.
you can't fill a full cup, bruh.
Mm,
We talked about it
true.
already. You can't fill a full cup. So when these people and you right, they stay the same for years over year over year, and they don't adapt to their environment. They try to become the environment, and because they have done that for so
Mm,
long, they stay in the same spot because they haven't looked around to see exactly what the world needs from them. So they just been existing.
mm, true, true. Uh, but like, shouldn't there be something, some click, some sign that says, "Hey, maybe I should do this differently," or maybe I should, if something in your life has been going on for decades, for years, months, hours, if it's a prolonged time, something should go off in your head. This is the sign. If you're listening to this is the sign. You need to change up your life. You need to, instead of thinking you're the shit, you need to actually put in the work, put in the time, and figure out what the world needs from you. And like Max said, you need to bring value instead of bringing yourself perceiving that you're valuable.
Unfortunately, for most people, bro, it takes an act of God, literally, an act of God, to help them understand that they need to change.
Mm.
Like that's if I'm being real, bro. Like it literally takes an act of God. Like something has to happen to them. Like somebody gotta die around them. Or like, cause you in this zone. Like for whatever reason, you like a horse with tunnel vision. Like you just
Mm.
consistently going, and there's a whole world around you, and for whatever reason, you can't see nothing. So like the act of God is that like yo, you gotta run through somebody that you love. Like
Mm.
somebody gotta die around you, or it gotta be somebody, or like you had to understand that your actions literally kill somebody. Like on some stuff like that. Like it literally gotta be something deep to happen to these
Yeah,
people. Life literally has to happen to these people in order for them to finally make a change, bro.
yeah. It's kind of like those like in the movie, somebody's been living their life the same way for however long, and then either their best friend or close relative, someone close to them, passes away, and then they finally have this uh realization that life is short, and they've been at this job working this cubicle for but yeah, I understand that, but like most of the time at that moment, I ain't gonna say it's too late, because usually it's too late. Like you've already then wasted a big portion of your time, and then really all you have left to do is to mentor someone else so someone doesn't go down that road, that same road you did. It's like we're only just existing. Like no one's actually like living their life. Like when are people gonna start to wake up and want to live their life instead of, all right, I work this job, the rat race.
Mhm.
They're just
Yeah.
continually going into that cycle, and then they don't want nothing better for themselves until, you know, they come to this realization, this big change in their life happens, and they just want to, break free all of a sudden. When you've had the opportunity, you had the resources, you've had this podcast to, come to that realization a lot sooner, a lot younger, when you're in your prime and you can do things, very easily, you know. But instead of waiting it out, and then, you have to change like your entire life just to, you know, do something you love or want to do finally.
Yeah, bro. That the whole thing is making my head hurt, bro. Cause I just don't understand it, dog. Like I really
Mm-hmm.
don't, man. I tried to sympathize with old boy, bro, but like I got to a point where I'm like, yo, not only do you not only do you feel like you the shit and nothing that you do is wrong, nobody can tell you what you did wrong either.
Mm.
Cause I tried to have a conversation with him, bro. I'm like, look, cause and like he started making excuses, right? Because when I pulled him off, this is what he told me, right? He was like, hey man, I don't know what happened there. I'm like, that's the first problem.
Mm.
But but yeah, like, I like to I don't like to stay in one spot, man. I like to move around and I talk to people, bro. Like, yo, it don't make no sense how you did me like that. I'm like, bro, I feel you. But if you gonna move around and talk, bro, move around and talk where to work at, dog. Like I just don't need three people back where you were trying to have your conversation at, bro. Like it don't go like that. Like that ain't how that work. But he look at me as like, but the manager all right with it. The people on night shift they all right with it. Like I don't see the problem here. I'm like, and here we find the problem. You don't see the problem here. And there we find the problem. But yeah, bro, like y'all for real, y'all out here making excuses for why you are the way you are. And when I promise you, when you when you doing what you supposed to do, when you doing what you supposed to do, and I want you to listen to this. This ain't got nothing to do with with jobs, work, nothing. This is a life lesson, real plan. When you doing what you supposed to do, and you doing everything in your power to move forward, succeed, and have a life of more abundance. Or hell, even if you just a good person and you just decide to stay where you are in life, like hey, I for all more power to you. If you doing what you supposed to do in life, you don't have to make excuses for the things that you do. When you doing everything that you supposed to do,
Yep.
nobody is gonna question what Marcus do when he come in and he get the job done. In fact, they're gonna do the exact opposite. They're going to question how can we duplicate that? They're going to question how can we give him more opportunity. They're going to question themselves into saying, all right, so he's not trying to move up. What do we need to do to get him to move up? When you're doing what you're supposed to do, those are the questions. Those are the things that the conversations that happen when you're not around. And just in case y'all don't know, when you that arrogant spirit that for whatever reason you just think you on the top of everything and there's nothing you can do is wrong. When you're not around, the conversation is not about how to keep you around more. I promise you it ain't. The
Mm.
conversation is usually about how to get rid of you.
Yep.
The fly don't believe that the fly doing anything wrong, but the fly all up in your face, flying around your food. The fly thinks hey,
It's
for
just a
real,
normal day.
it's just a normal day. The fly, and in fact, the fly
Oh
when it
man.
flies around you, the fly toys with you because the fly knows that it flies fast enough to get away from you when you try to when you try to swat at it. So when you
Come on.
you the fly thinking that the fly good. The fly like, all right, look, I'm gonna get out the way real quick. Let my man do what he trying to do. I'm gonna come right back. All right,
Mm.
he trying to move there. I'm gonna fly out the way real quick. I'm gonna move, let him go. I'm gonna come right back. And you thinking that you just on you. Oh, but dude trying to get rid of you.
Mm.
He trying to get rid of you, bro. And some of y'all don't understand that you are a nuisance when you act like that. And you're not a nuisance because you're a person. You're a human being. You're a nuisance because you are you come around and for whatever reason your spirit is so heavy that for whatever reason you don't understand that you make people literally uncomfortable when you come around because you so heavy. Which is a real thing because I um I watched one of my good associates disappear for 30 minutes when this dude came around. I watched one of my
Come
good
on.
associates do that. And I was like, that's kind of weird. I went and asked my man, I was like, yo, you good? He's like, yeah, I don't like being around that guy right there.
Mm.
Oh, but he thinking everything good. He thinking that hey, he even said it. He's like, yo, me and my man, we back here killing this joint.
That's how I be.
he he said, me and my man, we back here killing it, man. We got everything all right, man.
Hello?
Yeah, can you still hear me?
Oh yeah, you was going in and out a little bit right there. Uh,
I was drinking.
uh I, you might have a short in that thing.
Oh well, I was reaching for the water bottle, and it Couldn't move my USB joint.
Mm. Uh, but it's a form of the delusion, like, and it's crazy because like the environment made them that way most of the time, and it's crazy how they're so unattached to the environment that they can't even feel that. Like, you don't perceive, or like there's nothing that goes off in your brain when you walk up to a conversation and everybody just stop talking, or you walk to a group of people and people start moving away. Like, you have no like social cues that help you through that. Like, it's ugh.
It's
And they
almost like, oh, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead. I got you.
I was gonna say, it's just like you're oblivious, like you said, the horse with the blinders. You're only seeing what you perceive is you. Like, you don't seek any
Knowledge,
outside knowledge about yourself. Like,
counsel, nothing.
you just believe that you were born perfect.
Golden.
Just you're
You
the
were
golden
born
egg.
gold. You were born gold. But it reminds me of where you just said like they just don't, for whatever reason, they don't see that they're a problem. When people come around, they start acting different, or whatever the case is. It kind of reminded me of when I watched Avatar, and they were talking about the biggest bird thing. You seen that movie before?
With the blue people.
The blue folk Avatar.
Yeah,
Yeah. They were talking about the dragon joint, the
the king of
bird
the
thing,
sky.
the
Hmm.
king of the sky. There it is. They were talking about the king of the sky, and they was like, "Yo, we don't understand how nobody has ever caught it. Like nobody has ever been close to it. We
Hmm.
don't go near that boy. We stand clear of it." And then the dude was like, "Oh, I got it. Don't worry about it." And it was like, "Yo, how you catch that?" And my man said, "He the king of the sky, right? He don't look up.
Ain't got a reason to.
He ain't got a reason to. He the king of the sky. Ain't nobody ever attacking him from above. So like you out here like the king of the sky, and but for whatever reason you thinking you the king of the sky, but everybody else is above you,
Mm.
and not because they climbed above you, but you the king of the sky, or you the king of the level that you at.
Hmm.
You the king of the level that you at, and everybody else is looking down on you like, bro, if you don't get your ridiculous ass, get on somewhere, bro. you you like the fly. The fly think for whatever reason that it's on top of the food chain. It ain't got no, for whatever reason, it do not think. Like it believes it's at the top of the food chain when it flies around and grabs food, but for whatever reason, it don't see you as the human trying to swat at it. For whatever reason, it don't see you. It's not the fly ain't on that. The fly just focus on getting the food. Um, but you born gold, and you went to a pawn shop and you demanded $1 million for the gold that you are, and the pawn shop has the right to tell you that this is only worth $20.
Mm.
And you like, nah, I'm worth $1 million. Then they're looking like, nah, you bought $20. That's all I can give you for it. That's all that I mean. That's all I can give you. You think you
Mm.
a diamond, but you really cubic zirconium. Like we can go on for days. We can
Yeah.
go on for days, but literally, the only thing that really matters is not the things that you try to perceive to be. The only thing that really matters is the things that you actually are. So those are the only things that's going to show, because you out here thinking that you're just going to have that same mentality everywhere you go, and you looking at the environment like, okay, yeah, the environment don't accept me for being this, so let me go to a different environment. But
Mm.
then you get to another environment because you wasted all that time and energy trying to get to a new environment, and you ain't changed yourself. What do you think is going to happen? You're gonna fail there too for the same exact reason because you never looked introspectively. You never looked in the mirror. Your only affirmation is I'm the shit. You don't say nothing else. I'm the shit. That's it. That's it. You're optimistic. You're positive. Yes, but when you walk around every single day and and the only energy that you're putting out is I'm the best. I can do this, and I don't need nobody else. That's exactly what you're going to get. You're going to get you in a world full of you and nobody else. So when somebody told me that my man was having problems at home, he got a wife and kids. When somebody told me that my man had problems at home, I looked at them and I said, "Well, how you do anything is how you do everything." And they was like, "What that mean?" The way he acting here, I'm not surprised. Because how you do anything is how you do everything.
Yep. Yep. Whew. If it's all about you at work, 9 times out of 10, it's all about you at your home, and any
Thank
type
you.
of relationship that you have,
It's all
uh,
about you.
it's all about you. Like 9 times out of 10, the people, and maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's it right there. The thought of it's all about you is what's keeping these people back from succeeding or just being a great person in life. Because 9 times it sounds like that's the main thing that they all have in common is it's all about them. They come to work thinking it's all about them. They're either the loudest person, uh, either verbally,
Oh
they're the
yeah, this
loudest
dude loud,
person.
bro.
Yeah, they're the loudest person. Psychologically, like they just think that you know, they're the big stuff, and it's not only detrimental to their life, but any type of relationship that they try to establish, it's just gonna be nothing but rocky, bumpy. Uh, it, 9 times out of 10 in the long run, it's gonna fail. Uh, if all the weight is on you, or as they say, on them, because they think they're the hot stuff, people are gonna
Nah, the
leave. It's
way
gonna break.
that's the thing. That's the thing though. The weight ain't on them. They think they can handle the weight, but then when the weight get put on them, they push it off,
Yep.
and
Push it to
then
the
and
next
then
person.
they don't even push it to the next person, bro. They push it into the floor, and they get to moving, and they feel like, all right,
Mm,
yeah. So the weight get pushed on to them. And I'm gonna paint the picture real quick because like here's what people are doing. Like the weight get pushed back on you, and you like, all right, so I'm just gonna ignore it,
mm,
and I'm gonna keep acting like me. I'm gonna keep acting like I'm the shit. I'm gonna keep acting like everything else is a problem. I'm gonna keep acting like everything else is gravy. I'm out here killing it. I'm doing the thing, and then when it don't get done, I'm gonna look back at the other people and I'm gonna say y'all didn't do it. So they're like, yo, but you said you were the king and you can handle it.
mm.
They're like, what they got to do with anything?
Be out here sweating bullets, man. I just wish people just do their job. Alright.
Right, right, exactly. And then to overcompensate, you complain about other people not doing their job.
Mm,
All right,
mm, mm,
all
mm,
right, all right. Yeah, that's how you do it. Like, that's how you do it. All right. So look, last bit of practicality, right?
mm,
I'm gonna need y'all to find the ability to self-assess. I don't know where you gonna get it from. I don't know
mm,
how you gonna get it. I don't know which form it's gonna come in, but I need you to really understand that what you are doing is a problem. The person you are is a problem. You are a problem. You are not a solution to anything. And I'm not trying to be mean, but like, if ain't nobody calling you the solution, don't call yourself the solution. The person who really out here doing what they supposed to do ain't
mm,
gotta
mm,
call themselves nothing. They ain't gotta say nothing. You ain't gotta claim yourself as king. You ain't gotta claim yourself as the Don. You ain't gotta claim yourself as God of nothing. You all you had to do is do what you are supposed to do. And if you do it right, If you do it right, somebody else will call you that. If you do it right, other people will come to help you when you're doing it. Nobody is out here trying to help the man who ain't trying to help himself. And if the only thing you're trying to do is help yourself to the notoriety, if all you want is notoriety, bruh, your life ain't gonna work.
Mm.
Because if you're working for notoriety and you're not actually working, then your whole life, you're only gonna get to the end and find out that your whole life is a lie.
Mm.
There's nothing that you can do to claim for notoriety that actually perceives anything of value. When you walk through and you're just trying to you're just trying to skate by and just live on the coattails of other people. You're trying to ride the wave and live off the work of others. You're trying to sit back and let everybody else do the job for you when it's your job to do the job.
Mm.
But if you did what you were supposed to do, someone will put you in a position to do what you're trying to do, and you won't get in trouble for it, and it won't hold you back. Because that's all you're doing. You're just trying to ride on somebody else's coattails. You're just trying to let them do all the work. You're just trying to you're just trying to disappear, go to the bathroom for a whole hour, and then come back and say that you were supposed to get paid more for it, bruh. But you don't understand that people see the things that you're doing. You thinking that you hiding real good. You think that you out here just behind the wave, behind the scenes, hiding behind trees in the forest of bullshit. But what you really doing is making yourself look like a fool.
Mm.
What you really doing is making yourself look like the jester from Hunchback of Notre Dame. You don't even make sense. And you thinking that people laughing with you, but they're really laughing at you because they know you a clown. So what I need you to do, what I really need y'all to do is really take that moment to self-assess, look in the mirror. Like I'm not even gonna be nice with you. I'm not like for real. All that is done. Like
Mm.
because I'm tired of seeing it personally. I'm tired of looking at it. I'm tired of having to be in the presence of people like you who for whatever reason you believe that you on the same level as me all because you showed up. Are you serious? I'm tired of people who think that they gold, but they really just spray paint. Like I'm sick of it, bro. Like it just is making me feel some type of way. And I know that's a testament to the environment that I'm in. I understand that. I get that. But I'll be damned if I gotta be here and I'm gonna listen to your bullshit while I'm here. So why am I so adamant about this? Because yo, I need you to understand that there is another level that you need to get to.
Mm.
And just because you say that you on a higher level doesn't mean that you really beat level one.
Mm. Mm.
So I need you guys to get into the lab, whatever your lab is, and figure out how to actually get to what level you think you're on. Because this is a very positive affirmation to walk around and say I'm the shit, I'm the king, I'm a god, I can do anything. But what you need to do is start talking about those other affirmations that in between the lines, those ones that you're trying to skip because they hurt too much to actually dig into. I need you guys to stop right there, and I need you to figure that part out because then only then you can say that you're on another level. Once you actually get to another level, then I'll acknowledge the fact that you on another level, but you ain't on another level just because you say you are. Just because you show up don't mean that the job gets done. Just because you are in attendance don't mean that we are good. No, we are not. I'm gonna need you guys to really, really hone in on the things that are really wrong with you, the things that you like. Listen to people telling you all around that you are not good enough. I seen even a letter of they declined my man because he took an interview recently and for whatever reason he thought that he was good enough to get an interview or get a job a promotion, but he got declined because he's not as good as he think he is. Hey, look, for real. I looked at it, I was like, praise God. This might actually be the thing that gets my man to understand. But that conversation I had with him was after the fact. but you still think even though somebody tell you you ain't that deep, you still out here thinking you that deep.
Mm.
All right. So look, figure out the internals first, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Before you start walking around thinking that you the shit, thinking that you deserve more opportunities than everybody around you, figure out what's going on first. Cause some of y'all in the wrong game. You looking like Super Smash Brothers, bro. You all in the wrong game, and for whatever reason you think you belong there,
Mm.
and you really don't. So figure out the game that you in first before you start trying to act like you before you start to act like anything.
Yep. Get off your own planet, people. Get off your own planet. It's not all about you. Uh, to get the to see the big picture, you're gonna need, help from others. Uh, just like the word uh notoriety, or getting something notarized, you need someone that's certified to be a witness, to be a guide, to point you in the right direction of, you know, whatever you're trying to get notarized. If that's you being the ish, you need to seek guidance from someone certified. You know, it's gonna take something outside of you for that that note or certificate or whatever to be, authentic. Because if it's self-proclaimed, it's just as valuable as a a wet paper bag.
Zirconium.
2 weeks ago,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, all right.
So yeah, get off your own planet, people. Uh, it's not all about you. Like you're not gonna get anywhere thinking that it's all about you. The only way to actually succeed in life, we say it many times, you have to bring value to others, not fabricate this perceived value of yourself. That's not gonna get you nowhere but where you're at.
Or give others what you think they need of you.
Big facts. Like you can't force your piece of the puzzle into other people's puzzles. That's not how it works.
You about to start a whole new part of the conversation, but I ain't about to fight you for the last word today, man. Go ahead and end this thing.
Alrighty. What we got coming up, Mac?
Actually, yeah. So look, um, by the time you guys hear this episode, it would be the what is that? What is that? The 11th? Yeah. So this week,
Uh-huh.
this week,
Uh-huh.
we will be starting our brand new podcast, the Aether Universe podcast,
Hey.
on the Ascension Podcast Network, and we will be talking about all things Aether there because for whatever reason, people read a lot faster than I can write the books in any speed. So I'm gonna drop content on you, but I'm gonna drop it the way that I drop content. So here we
Hey.
are doing the Aether Universe podcast because I can speak better than I can write. But so yeah, we'll be doing that. That will be releasing on every Thursday and Monday. So audio Thursday and videos on Monday. So or we might just go start posting them at the same time. I think we'll post them at the same time because it's really audio, visual focus. So, yeah, the Aether Universe podcast. Check that out. The link will be in the show notes for this episode, and yeah, we'll see you there. If you are interested in all the sci-fi things that I've been writing, the books that I've been talking about on this podcast, I finally got a plug for the plug.
Hey.
So yeah, that's starting right now. Other than that, man, um, right after we get off of this, I'm gonna start on the final chapter for the book that I've been working on just in time to bog myself down for NaNoWriMo. So yeah, man, I'm looking forward to the next month, man. It's about to be I got a lot going on, man, and I'm happy about it, man. Really, really busy, and I'm blessed to be busy right now, bro.
Ooh. Amen. Amen. All right, ladies and gentlemen, share this podcast. We do this for y'all. We really love y'all. We do this free for y'all. And that's about it. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been the Dirty Trunk Podcast, where the elephant is always welcome. It is me, your boy Marcus Morton. Always here with me is the Aaron Mack. And always remember, those who shy away from addressing the elephant in the room are doomed to be crushed by the weight of it. We love y'all.
Peace. Love y'all. See y'all next week.